Terve, minä olen Armando, olen venäläinen. So in this video, I will try to show you what can what problems the bad O-rings can cause on Luxe 2.0 or any other Luxe. So here is the bolt kit, the front section of the bolt kit. So actually it's for Lux 2.0, but it's a kind of universal and can be used in any Lux at all. So first of all, when you take this bolt kit out of the gun for service, the O-rings which you need to check are the those O-rings number 20, sometimes number 19. You must check them for cuts or scratches. So I will tell you one O-ring after another what kind of problems the damaged O-ring can cause. The front O-ring, if it's cut or damaged, you will get the air leakage down the barrel. Second O-ring, if it's damaged, you will the gun will be a gas hog and it will be inefficient in air, so it will eat more air than it should. If this O-ring will be damaged, your gun may not shoot at all, just because the air from the air chamber constantly will get into the I'll call it a solenoid chamber, and your gun will not shoot because the bolt will not move all the way forward. If this O-ring will be damaged, you will get the air leakage down the solenoid, just because when your gun is gassed up, this area is under pressure and this area is not under pressure. So if the air will get from here to here, the air will be released down the solenoid, so you will get the leakage down the solenoid. Next, let's take this funny thing out. So what's going on here? Actually, I didn't ever had any troubles with the O-rings over here, with that back O-ring. The most problems which I got were the problems with the front O-ring, just because when you will get the bolt breakage inside your gun, the paint will get onto this O-ring and will cause it to swell. So when this O-ring will get bigger, it will move, the bolt will move inside very tight. So if you will put it in and if you will see that it's too tight, you just need to replace this number 13 O-ring with a new one. Then the O-ring on the tip of the bolt, I didn't see that much troubles caused by this O-ring. Definitely this O-ring need to be removed and cleaned all around under this O-ring and this O-ring by itself. If you will clean it just like this without removing it, the paint will get underneath it and will cause it to swell, and sooner or later, if it will get bigger and bigger, you will get troubles and inconsistency, just because this O-ring will be too big. So you just need to take it out and just to check the difference between your O-ring and the new O-ring. If the difference will be if it will be a lot of difference, if your O-ring will be too big, just replace it with a new one. Next, the O-rings which are inside number 17, and number 17 inside. The first O-ring, same as the front O-ring. Same as the front O-ring, number 13 over here. All the dirt and paint will get on this O-ring and will cause it to swell sooner or later. So the perfect situation when this O-ring, when you can feel the tension, but it's not too tight. So to prevent all those problems with this O-ring, you just need to take it out and clean it and clean under this O-ring, and then replace it, put it back or replace it if it's too big, and grease it properly. Next, the second O-ring from the front. Definitely this you need to feel the tension when you put the bolt into this O-ring. As you can see, I put it opposite way in, because in that case I can feel the tension of that O-ring only, which I'm interested in. So if this second O-ring will be too loose and will not be tight, your marker will be inefficient. So the air efficiency will be very low. So of course, if it will be too tight, the bolt will move very hard. But if this O-ring is very loose, you just need to replace it with tighter O-ring to make your gun more air efficient. And the third O-ring, as you can see, I put bolt inside, and I definitely feel the tension. So if that third O-ring will be loose, or if you will not feel any tension, your gun will not shoot, just because it makes the same thing which this O-ring makes. So, and if this O-ring or this O-ring will be like loose or damaged, the air constantly will go from the air chamber into the front like solenoid chamber, so your gun will not shoot. And last but not least, the bolt sail O-ring. The bolt sail O-ring is very important. If you use your gun in like hot weather conditions, like perfect weather conditions, it may be loose and your gun will be very good on a chrono. But if you will try to use your gun in cold weather conditions, you definitely need to feel the tension of this O-ring inside your bolt kit. So if I will put it in, as you can see, there is no tension at all, and it's very bad for like Russia, for northern countries. So what you need to do, you just need to replace it with like another O-rings. As you can see, like normally when people telling me like, no, everything should be fine just because I replaced this O-ring with a new one, but who cares about the new one? It should be a proper one. I don't care about the new one. It can be old one, but proper one. As you can see, there is almost no difference, or even this O-ring, which I took out from the bolt, seemed to be slightly bigger. But if I will replace it with another O-ring, like from another manufacturer, you can see that the bolt is not moving at all. So this is much better for the cold weather conditions. Like the conditions or high humidity, the conditions which we have in Russia. So actually that's all about the Luxe O-rings. So just check the O-rings on your gun and make it better. That's all. Bye bye guys.